Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. It is Monday, September 18th, 2023. What a roller coaster the last week has been, couple weeks really. It's been a really interesting time for me personally, and also for a lot of people I know, a lot of changes taking place. I shared on my personal Facebook page this morning that I feel very much like we are in an energy of endings. And by that, it's not meant to create a level of anxiety at all, because we know with endings comes what? New beginnings, and new energy, and all of these different possibilities. I feel like when we experience endings, I know for a long time in my life, when I would hear the word ending or feel like something was coming an end, that was a big source of anxiety for me. That was a big source of, unassuredness, right? Confusion, not really knowing what's next, and being a person that's a very accustomed to hanging on to things that aren't always necessary to hang on to. And so it was a big message that I received very deeply this morning, which was that we're in this energy of endings, but this is like, it's a time to really lean into it, because with these endings comes new beginnings, new energy, new possibilities, and or even a much needed rest. Anybody else out there today feel like they just need some rest? Welcome to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Really excited to have you here today. We're going to be talking about joy and how can I help? How can I help you with joy? Project Joy Live has been around for quite some time now. Project Joy Live, for those of you that don't really know the history of it, started out as a very short weekly podcast in 2020. I actually, it's really funny. Not really funny in the sense of the word, but it's ironic how everything played out. So at the end of 2019, I felt this like, I don't know, I felt something that the next 5 years, 10 years or so are going to be really significant for change, and I felt like something was sort of on the horizon. Who knew? Who knew 2020 was going to be what it was, right? But I said, at the end of 2019, I said I really want to do something around joy, because it had been such a profound moment, a breakthrough moment in my own life, to really understand that I am the joy, that I live the joy, that joy is my being, that I don't have to always go searching for it or looking for it outside of myself. And so I wanted to do something around joy, and that's when the Project Joy podcast was born. I literally, it was a divine thing that happened. I wrote down 52 different places, ways we could find joy, and that's what covered each week in 2020. And then when that podcast time came to an end, and it was just a traditional podcast, it was not live, it was not inviting guests or um, anything like that in the comments. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I decided to make it a live show instead, because I really said, okay, if we're going to bring this joy thing to the next level, I want to take guests, I want to have conversations, I want to make it really an interactive experience, because for me, such a huge part of the human experience is interacting with other people. And so Project Joy Live, or Project Joy Podcast, became Project Joy Live. And then we had a good period of time where I moved it to Monday through Friday, because I felt like we need an extra jolt of joy in the morning. And then the last year, I've shared on so many of my shows that we've had some really significant challenges behind the scenes of my personal life, but also behind the scenes of the Breakthrough Show Network, and changes happening, etc. And so I sort of have been at this place for the last I don't know, couple of months now, where I'm asking myself if Project Joy Live, Project Joy in what it is, has run its course. Um, and I thought what I really wanted to do is on the show today, I want to celebrate you. I invite you to join me live on air, projectjoylive.com. There's a button where you can actually come on the screen here with me and share what's bringing you joy today. But I would also love to hear from you if this show has impacted you at all, if this show has made a difference in your life, if you feel like a show like this is necessary. I had a meeting recently, and you can feel free to pop on at any time. I had a meeting recently with the fabulous, the queen of gratitude, Sharon Saraga Walters. And she pointed me out to an individual who has a brand new, I think it's a cable show coming out surrounding joy. And I love the idea of that. Obviously, I'm not the only person on the planet that talks about joy, but I feel like um the idea of what I've been trying to do with this show of making it an interactive experience of really wanting to have conversation and connection regarding joy is something different than what other people are doing. There are classes out there, there are podcasts, there are radio shows, there are a lot of things out there about joy that's available to you. But my idea was always to have it be interactive and sometimes a face to face, like we get to do here on video experience. And so I've been asking myself, has it run its course? Is something like this even necessary? Is this something that people want? And I want it to be a really honest conversation because I am a person that really believes that what I put out there is meant to be found by whoever finds it. That is meant to serve when it is found, not necessarily always live. And so that feeling and that knowing within myself serves me well for all of my shows, except this one. Because going back to the purpose and the point of how this show was created, which was that interaction that needs to happen in order for this to be what it was created to be. I want to head over to the comments really quickly and say good morning. Good morning, Adam. It's good to see you across the pond. I am great on this day, though it's going to be a little bit rainy today. It's a little cloudy out there, but I think you guys are pretty accustomed to that across the pond, right? Happy Monday, Miss Brittany. Just real quick, because you're starting a new job today, which we're so excited about. Congratulations, Brittany. So really, really excited for you and glad that you could pop in for just a minute. Adam says, joy is coming into my life also. Yes, I'm tired, but I'm full of joy with our newborn son. Oh, did he finally come? I didn't see yet. I really honestly have been fairly disconnected from social media, at least as far as my scrolling is concerned. So congratulations. Very exciting for you. Brittany said it's definitely made a huge difference in my life. Just you in general has made a huge difference in my life. I love you. I'm currently on break at work and got to go back in 5, but I had to jump in really quick. I appreciate that, Brittany. Thank you so much for popping in. And I know you guys have seen Brittany on the show before, and really appreciate the time and the effort that she has put into this show with me in recent, the recent last year or so, and helping me to create more of that interactive space as well, which is what it was intended to be. And so it's, I think obviously the concept of joy and being the joy and looking for the joy and creating more joy in our life is not a concept that's ever going to go away, right? But it's a question that I have to ask at this point with so many other projects on the table. Is Project Joy one that you feel is necessary. And I really want this to be an honest conversation. So please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments if you feel like it's necessary. And also, any ideas that you might have in order for us to get the word out better or more effectively about it being an interactive show, right? I know we're playing around with some new times and stuff right now too. So even that's something on the table. Like if we feel like this new time is good, or if we need to go back to the time it was, there's just so many things to take note of. But the biggest thing, like I said, is going, how can I help you to experience more joy in your life? How can I help you um to see even this show as more of a ritual experience, as opposed to just like, oh, if I listen, it's not really impacting my day either way. You know what I mean? Mr. Jackson, speak of the devil. Good morning. How are you? I was just thinking about you, in fact, this morning, because I sent a message to you back, when was it? Back on Father's Day. And I didn't hear anything back. And I'm like, they gotta be busy over there. So when I see like Angelique posting on Facebook, I'm like, all right, they're okay. They're all right. They're good. I'll just let them let them be. It's okay. So I hope you are doing well and all of that. Miss Danielle is here this morning. Good morning, Danielle. It is good to see you today. So yeah, yes, we're hello, how are you? So that's what kind of we're talking about a little bit this morning, is how can I help you? I wanted to share even more about how how this show came to be. And I think for me, in this energy of endings, I have asked myself this question about a lot of the different things I'm doing: is, has it run its course? And I think, like I said, we we have an abundance of things about joy out there, right? But my question goes back to, is a show like this necessary, where we're able to have this back and forth conversation, where we are able to, I don't know. In my mind, it's bring joy to life. That it's not, I don't want to get up here. I don't want to get on here and preach to you and teach to you every single day, because honestly, like I said, there are other shows, there are podcasts, there are classes you can take. The heart of this is meant to be interactive, and that's what it's really about. So let me know as we go through the show your continued thoughts about that. I want to really quickly tell you about the fact that there are some national days today. First of all, it's World Bamboo Day today. I don't know if you guys, I remember, and maybe Danielle, you might remember this. You'll have to let me know. Behind Soundbreeze condos in Groton, Connecticut, there used to be there's a playground behind there, and there was this little dirt path that was like super steep going down the hill. Now it's all like a park back there, from what I hear. You can like actually walk around and stuff, but it used to be all overgrown and everything. And there was like a patch of bamboo down there. It's not something you like literally see growing in the wild around Connecticut, okay? Bamboo. But there was like a patch of bamboo growing down there. And I always wondered how it got there. And I convinced myself as a child that there would be a panda at some point that would just like for those of you who have kids that play Minecraft, that would just like spawn right there in the bamboo. Um, I don't know, but do you remember that, Danielle? Let me know if you remember the bamboo behind. It's now a park. I don't really remember what it's called, but there's a park down there behind. Got me digging deep into my memory, she said. But yeah, it was back there, and I always wondered where the hell it came from. But at any rate, bamboo is a type of giant grass that is hard and hollow. It is also the fastest growing land plant in the world. I didn't know this. This is mind blowing for me. Certain species of bamboo grow 36 inches in 24 hours. This means that it grows about 1 inch every 40 minutes. Did you guys know that? I didn't know it grew. I knew it grew fast, but I didn't realize it grew that fast. Like you could technically set up your phone on the time lapse thing and you could like watch it. That's wild to me. Anyway, I'm fascinated by the most basic things. Um the only thing that grows faster than bamboo is giant sea kelp. Didn't know that. Most people are aware that bamboo is the panda bear's favorite food. In fact, 99% of the panda's diet is bamboo. But there are some things about bamboo that you might not know. And here are some fun facts. Number one, it acts as a natural air conditioner as it cools the surrounding temperature by up to 8 degrees. Don't play with me. I'm filling my house with bamboo now. Y'all know how I feel about the heat. Okay. Some kind of bamboo are edible and are used in Asian cuisine and tea. Clumping bamboo provides oxygen to the brain and helps relieve tension headaches. Now, I don't know what they mean by clumping bamboo. I'm gonna have to research that, but that's pretty cool if it can help relieve tension headaches as well. See, another reason for me to just fill my whole damn. I have learned something. I am a panda bear. I've figured it out. Uh, there are over 1,500 species of bamboo throughout the world. The very first successful light bulb contained carbonized bamboo filament. Bamboo comes in a variety of shapes, colors, and sizes. The very first firecrackers in China were made from bamboo, and bamboo groves are safe places to go in the midst of an earthquake. Look at that. So there's at least 4 reasons there to literally fill your entire house with bamboo. That's what I say. Bamboo poles are very strong and sturdy. For this reason, many people use bamboo in construction. Bamboo also contains an antifungal and antibacterial quality. Because of this, bamboo is used to make charcoal. Other products made from bamboo include furniture, musical instruments, toilet paper, disposable cutlery, solar power batteries, flooring, drinking straws, and skateboards. Ways to celebrate today: learn more about bamboo, make a list of products made from bamboo, look up relaxing bamboo music online. Don't think I'm not doing that either. And find a DIY bamboo project and give it a try. Very cool. So that's World Bamboo Day today. You guys let me know if you guys are going to celebrate in some kind of way. Let me know if you learned something new today about the about bamboo. September 18th is also the Air Force's birthday. It commemorates the establishment of the United States Air Force. Thank you to all of those men and women who serve in the United States Air Force. Really appreciate you. Um, the Air Force apparently did not become a separate branch of the armed forces until September 18th, 1947. So it's still pretty. I mean, it's less than 100 years old. Still a fairly new branch of the military, but that's very cool. Um, in addition, it is National HIV/AIDS and Aging Awareness Day. Today, it highlights the number of people living longer with HIV and AIDS. So that's definitely something to celebrate. And finally, I know this one will go. He said it before I even got to it, but I was thinking of Mr. Jackson. It is National Cheeseburger Day today. Thank you, Mike. Good to see you. National Cheeseburger today. You guys know how I feel, but I'm gonna say it. I highly recommend a plant burger, not a beef burger. But I'll get off my soapbox for this moment. Plant burger. There's lots of amazing ones out there now, and ones that you can make for yourself at home that don't have a lot of crap in them either. So that's really good. Um, but there are many theories beginning to the beginning of the cheeseburger, dating back to the 1920s. One story suggests that Lionel Sternberger invented the cheeseburger in 1926 while working at his father's Pasadena, California sandwich shop, The Right Spot. During this experiment, he dropped a slice of American cheese on a sizzling hamburger, and there it was. History was made. So happy National Cheeseburger, everybody. I hope you will find a way to celebrate today. And like I said, find yourself a plant burger today. They're better for you, better for the environment. Yes, the spicy black bean burgers are pretty bomb. They're pretty bomb. And they're good. You know what they say about beans? Beans. They're good for your heart. And we'll just leave it there because we're mature adults around here. Okay. All right. We're going to take a quick break, you guys, and we're going to be right back after this with more Project Joy Live. See you soon. Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. It is Monday, September 18th, 2023, National Cheeseburger Day today. I hope y'all are going to find a way to celebrate that today. Speaking of food, I went to the Garlic Festival yesterday, which is one of my favorite things on the whole planet. And I think I try enough garlic to ward off the vampires at least until the new year. Like my entire physical and energetic being is garlic at this point. I try the raw garlic, I try the black garlic, I try the cooked garlic, I try all the garlic. And who knew that there listen, Danielle's like, look, okay, all the garlic. So I try all the garlic, and I didn't know that there were so many garlic varieties, but it's fantastic. One of my favorite things is the black garlic. And for those unfamiliar with what black garlic is, it's not a different type of garlic. It is garlic that is processed in a certain kind of way. So it actually takes a really long time. It is a fermented garlic bulb. And it is one of the best things I have ever eaten in my entire life. I am looking forward to making a delicious focaccia bread this week. I'm going to go all out and decorate it beautifully, and I will share it with you guys next week. But so good. In addition, the Garlic Festival takes place in Mystic Village in Mystic, Connecticut, which there's already a ton of really good shops and stuff there, but I want to shout out to a couple of different people. First of all, in addition to the garlic, now I was not brave enough. I saw a stand that had garlic salt with ghost pepper. I was not brave enough to try it. I love spicy things, but I was like, I got to walk around here. I don't want to be sweating. It's not a good situation. But Turkey Woods Farm, which is in Groton, Mystic, Connecticut, also had award-winning hickory syrups. Now, I was completely, I don't know, Danielle, did you stop by their thing? They had a lot of, you could try a lot of different kinds of syrup. Let me know if you stop by there. But what I was blown away by, because I geek out about this kind of stuff, is the history of shagbark hickory syrup, a hickory bark, where it comes from, what it's used for, all of this stuff. And I was completely geeking out, okay, over all of it. And then they have recipes, which I could probably try the barbecue sauce. There's a couple other things here. Y'all know I don't eat meat, so that those will be out. But it talks about it being high in magnesium, this shagbark hickory syrup, and uh other minerals and things like that. And they don't make it with a lot of the other crap that's in commercial pancake syrup. So it's just really interesting, but it talked about how Native Americans drank honey sweetened tea prepared by steeping hickory bark in hot water. The tea was used to ease symptoms of arthritis and muscle fatigue. Syrup is made by adding more sugar with various recipes dating back over a century. They spent over a year perfecting the Turkey Woods Farm process of how they make their syrup. Also, they are winners. They recently placed first, second, and third for their 3 hickory flavors, which we got all 3 of those: shagbark, hickory nut, and hickory ginger. And won an additional first place award for product packaging of their fancy gift bottle. And then their honey and garlic ghost sea salt spice were also top award winners. So they're amazing. We got to try some of the different ones, and I'm really excited to try some of it on the cornbread that we make, among other things. And I love made some syrup, so either way. But the history of the shagbark hickory is really super interesting. So definitely check that out. Also, went in my favorite store over there, Becca Rose. It's a very witchy store. So if you don't like the woo, it's not for you, and that's okay. Leave it to me. Leave it for me. Okay. They're super nice in there and super informative. And I always go in there and look for some other little things to add to my little my little witch's hut over here. That's what I'm calling my little corner now. By the way, my little witch's hut. But I was able to pick up a couple of small crystals, which I add because for those of you that don't know, I am a Reiki master and I use crystals often in my Reiki sessions, and also got a nice selenite charging plate for my crystals in particular that I'm using for Reiki. So I picked up a couple of those things, love there. And I have 2 birthdays coming up in our household, so grabbed a couple of things for that as well. I went into the new anime store, which if you have kids or if you yourself are into anime, there's a ton. It is a store, big store. And I was overwhelmed, but one of my kids is really into anime, and I'm like, look, we're just gonna bring you in here yourself because I don't even know where to start. Not my jam, but if you're into that, it's cool. What else did I do while I was there? We just enjoyed, honestly, there's a lot of people. So I pretty much got all of my peopling out of the way until Christmas. Um It was a lot. It was a lot. I know it was a lot for you too, Danielle. And Danielle said you got crystals while you were there too. I love it in there because I feel so drawn to different things that are in there, and it's super nice. But anyway, I just enjoyed the time with my husband, which was really nice to have some time. And I'm excited because I finally get to use my gift certificate that we're going. When are we going? Next week? Next week. Oh my gosh. Next week we're going. My husband and I had got a free room at Boxwoods. I won it at the duck race. If you guys remember, I spun the wheel, One, my free hotel night at we're going to Foxwoods Resort Casino for the night, and we're having an actual like date night. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with myself, but that's what we're doing. And while we are there, I'm very excited because we are going to try out the vegan menu at Hell's Kitchen, which I'm super, 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 super excited about. So that's on tap for next week. Uh and but it's nice every now and then. Like I don't require a lot, no whole overnight and hurrah and everything else. I like little outings are good for me. So we really enjoyed our time at the Garlic Festival yesterday, and yeah, highly recommend that you go and check it out. It's once a year in September. So go check that out for sure. We're going to take one more super quick break and come back and do birthdays. Here's Dorothy Auger reading For Love.
I shall stand for love, even with a broken soul, even with a heavy heart. I shall stand for love, for the world is wounded, not just my little piece of land, where I am mostly safe, where I am mostly well, but our world, everywhere, every day. I shall stand for love, because we need more light, not more death, not more power, not more bombs. I shall stand for love, so that our children are safe, so that our friends are sheltered, so that our borders are open. I shall stand for love, even with a broken soul, even with a heavy heart.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. That was Dorothy Auger, who we lost last year, almost coming up to a year anniversary of Dorothy's passing, and the author of the For Love poem. Definitely check out we shall stand for love.world and see all of the different versions of the poem, and some of the ones that I've been so blessed to be able to help put together the video versions of those poems. And if you are interested in recording your own version of her poem, please send me a message at jessica@thebreakthroughshow.com, and I am happy to help you with that and continue her legacy. We got to talk about birthdays coming up here in just a moment, but I want to take just a minute to pause and share with you that yesterday was a really challenging day for a lot of people, waking up to find out of the passing of Jessie Lee Ward. If you are not familiar with who Jessie Lee is, she was a big time, unapologetic, in your face, live life to the fullest entrepreneur. She was very, very well known, especially in the world of network marketing. She was an incredible speaker. And you guys may have seen Craig Siegel, who was on my show My Way 2 Tuesdays ago. And she was just literally on his show. I don't know, like the week prior to him being on my show. And so I know that they were very close as well. Jessie Lee had stage 4 colon cancer. And so I wanted to quickly read the statement that was put out by her team, which I thought was just beautiful. Jessie Lee's love was a powerful force that touched each of you deeply. She instilled unwavering belief, undeniable faith, and a strong desire for you to transform your dreams into reality in every heart she reached. The legacy of Jessie Lee lives on forever through all of us, guided by the invaluable lessons she taught us. The empire's heartbeat will forever stay beating through the action we continue to take. With all the lessons Jessie Lee has led by living her life to dream big, get what she wants, and love her way through it all. A heartfelt thank you is extended to those Accelerator and Platinum members who placed their trust in Jessie Lee as their business coach, and to her mentor, Ed Milet. Continue to implement the lessons she taught us weekly. Her healer received a message that came from Jessie Lee to Courtney. Courtney would like to share that with you all. She visited me for a moment. She is happy and free and at peace. She is full of joy and going around to those she loves to share her light. She says, I'm free and joyful. All is according to plan. She is so appreciative of your friendship and care. She calls you dear one. Jessie Lee's imprint will forever endure within each of us. In her signature style, we will close with her with her words. People hate because they don't know. People hate people they don't know for no reason. So I choose love. So I love that message, and sending lots of love to everyone who has experienced some challenging energy or struggling with the passing of Jessie, and sending lots of love to her family and friends as well. And I know that she touched many people. To finish up our show today, I want to talk about some birthdays that are going on. Let me pull them up here. We know that with endings comes new beginnings, etc. Liz Smith had a birthday. She passed away fairly recently. She was a fan of the show, as well as Kevin Kiley and all of the programs that she was on. Brigitte Boszkowski, who was on the Breakthrough Show last Friday, celebrated a birthday a couple days ago. Gina Culpepper, Mike Harvey, Corey LaRose, Mary Jo Sheltis, Laura Dial Weldon, Henry Beckford. You might recognize a couple of those names, Danielle as well. So happy birthday to them. And then coming up this week, we also have Jenny Hunt, Wayne Halcombe, Wendy Russell, Sean Dalkey, Christine Furtado, my cousin Joanne, Kelly Grimes, lots of birthdays coming up as well. So happy birthday to everybody that's celebrating. Also in the celebrity world today, Jada Pinkett Smith is 53 years old today. James Marsden is 51. Have you guys watched that the jury show with him on, what was it? Was that on Peacock or Amazon? I don't know. One of those. It was a really cool show. Let me know if you've watched it. Lucas Forshammer. We're gonna go with Forshammer, also known as Lucas Graham. Singer is 36 years old today. Arnold Schwarzenegger's son, Patrick Schwarzenegger, is 31 years old today. He's a model. I did not know that. James Gandolfini, that we lost in 2013. You might remember him from The Sopranos. He had a birthday today. Lance Armstrong is 53 years old today. And politician and doctor Ben Carson is 73 years old today. I did not know that he was in his 70s. For some reason, I don't know. Thought he was much younger than that, but here we are. Let's get our birthday song on, you guys. You ready? Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everyone celebrating. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating, who've celebrated recently or will celebrate this week coming up. I want to go back to what I asked in the beginning of the show, and that is if you have any thoughts about the continuation of Project Joy Live, I ask you to express them, whether you think it should continue, you think it should end, you think it should be done differently. I would love to hear from you, as I know what I'm feeling, but I would also like to take into consideration those of you who do enjoy and watch the show. Please send me a message on social media if we're connected there, or you can email me, jessica@thebreakthroughshow.com, and I would love to hear from you, so that we can make a decision in the coming couple of weeks about what is going to be done regarding Project Joy Live moving forward. Nothing else is scheduled to change at this time, and don't forget, we have a brand new show coming up next month entitled New Englanders Are Not Assholes, and I'm really excited about that happening, because I think it's going to be a new twist on looking at New England, but also highlighting some really amazing people. So be on the lookout for that. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. I thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next week. Bye, everybody.